quite unthinkable.
But from the very first minute, it was clear something was wrong. England couldn't even pass the ball.
Gerrard again, and that's a poor pass as well. Gerrard's passing in the first half has been well below the normal standard.
The shared mental model had collapsed. Fear of failure was back.
But I think, again, a tension came through the player, and this is something Eriksson will have to address with Willie Rilo during the World Cup, this sort of tension. And it's spread throughout the team.
Then, out of the chaos, just one of the cultural architects stepped forward. David Beckham had the game of his life.
David Beckham, you know, seized the game by its bootstraps and said, you know, I'm not going to let us, you know, go out of the World Cup here. You're all going to follow me. And he was everywhere, and he just dragged the team with him. It was the most amazing thing to watch.
A lot has been said about David Beckham's performance that day, but the strength of character he showed to keep going was huge. The self-belief, the determination was really, really admirable.
Well, you would never have surely anticipated this. Oh, he got a free kick out of that. Well, that was a bit harsh again.
In the end, England needed to score one goal to qualify. Again, it all came down to Beckham.
It's a free kick 25 yards out in what is probably the penultimate minute of the game.
In the 93rd minute of play, he had the chance to secure England's place in the World Cup finals, single-handedly.
Beckham to take. The 93rd minute at Old Trafford. Beckham! Yes! He's done it! David Beckham! Fantastic! It's 2-2! And England may still be going to the World Cup automatically. It's a fantastic ending to a very, very poor performance.
One man's mental strength had taken England through to the World Cup finals. The science of psychology had done wonders for the England side. But the Greece game showed the progress was very fragile. For England to succeed in Japan, they have to find a surefire way to prevent fear of failure creeping back in. And there is an answer. It lies in what was happening inside David Beckham's brain at the very moment he took that free kick.
Let's take David Beckham doing a free kick. I mean, it's very topical. Why does he manage to do it so often and so well? I think it was that advertisement for one of those footballs which showed his secret, where he kept kicking the ball into a hoop from all sorts of areas. And he must do that every day of every week of every year, hours and hours at a time, so that he could do this in his sleep. Now, that's an interesting thing. He probably does do it in his sleep. Because the other interesting thing is that you can practice in the mind.
The model is like this. Here we put the situation to be trained.
Practicing in the mind, or visualization, is what Professor Rilo believes could be the key to preventing fear of failure from reasserting itself.
You can sit back home in your sofa and visualize the situation and have results. To top-level players, it's very important to visualize. On top of doing this even in practice on the pitch. So I'm doing the